Okay, Mr. Akinyemi Paul, we are happy to have you on this channel, and we also appreciate you for your time, for giving us the chance to be able to share your success story with us. And I believe that you are also going to learn from how you've been able to maneuver your way up. So very quickly, we'd like you to share with us the school you finished from, the year of your graduation, and your undergraduate major and your class of graduates.
Thank you for inviting me to the channel. Yeah, it's a pleasure to, share my experience with people in Nigeria and all over the world. Yeah, first, I finished from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, from the Department of Chemical Engineering, class of 2019 turned 2020.
Okay. Yeah. So what was your class of graduates like, the class of graduation?
Yeah, I finished with a 2-1 from Ife.
Oh, the 2-1. Oh, okay, that's fine. And okay, now to the application, what are the things you put together before you start your application to the graduate school?
Okay, well, so many people think there is a shortcut to success, and really there is no shortcut to success. You have to start in time, put a 1-year gap, in between when you start applying and when you plan to actually resume, into the school of your choice. Personally, using my own case study, I started while in 300 level.
300 level?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote my TOEFL during the break in transitioning from 300 level to 400 level.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're done with 300 level, that breaking between 300 level and 400 level, I wrote my TOEFL. So yeah, I was pretty clueless about this whole application thing. I'm not gonna lie.
So let me quickly come in. How many years does your TOEFL use before? Does it not get, I think it gets expired on time, like?
Yeah, it almost expired.
Okay.
Yeah, it almost expired. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was fortunate, to use it before it expired.
Okay, so
I think it was remaining a month or 2 months before it's going to expire.
Okay, so aside from your TOEFL, do you put what are other requirements you try to get in hand before you start your application?
Yeah, in part 5, I wrote GRE. Okay. So as I was saying, I said I was pretty clueless about this whole graduate application. In fact, in 300 level, the main reason why I wrote TOEFL was because a friend of mine who had already graduated from IFE was, writing TOEFL and wasn't performing well. So I just, sat down with him to prepare together, like this man has to pass. Then I was like, okay, why can't I try this if I'm helping somebody to pass? The guy passed eventually, and I tried it too and I passed. So I held it clueless about what to do with it. So when I got to 500 level, I said, okay, I was reading online. This thing, it comes from a place of personal research too. Not everyone will give you, the full gist, but people are lucky nowadays that several guys are coming out on YouTube, on WhatsApp to share their success story and, the guidelines on how to get funding and scholarships and all that. Yeah, but back then I was clueless. I was just writing it in good faith, like, okay, I hope something is going to happen. So I wrote GRE in 500 level. And after writing GRE in 500 level, yeah, I applied to one school in Germany, got admission, but no funding.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I was still hoping. So then I reached out to several people on LinkedIn too. Several unknown guys, I don't even know them from Adam, but some didn't respond, some responded. I could remember this man from IIT Chicago. Yeah, don't let me mention his name. So I just messaged him. He doesn't know me. I don't know him too, but I just reached out to him on LinkedIn and he gave me some tips on how to apply and all that. So funny enough, I applied to Illinois Institute of Tech at Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the admission for masters in chemical engineering,
Okay.
but no funding. I reached out to the professor, to one of the professors I, was watching out for. The man said he would have loved to give me, an assistantship and any offer of any kind whatsoever, but he only gives offers to PhD students. Yeah, so that was how I lost IIT Chicago. Then after that, I applied to 3 other schools. Okay. But in the process of IIT Chicago, yeah, I would like to mention that I was working with a professor for like 3 months. Yeah, so it would give me some papers to read, to research on, just like it was, training me research-wise. And that really helped. So different people go through different parts in this admission process. But mine, when the man said there was no funding, I did not tell him I was not going to come to IIT Chicago. I just told him, yeah, but no problem. I hope we're going to get something secured in the future, but I still plan to come to Chicago. So, but I would like to, keep reading on his research. He should give me tasks to do. So the man was giving me papers, sending me to Battery University and all those things. So all those things helped me. I even added some of all those things to my SOP while applying to other schools later. And I was working with this man. It is Sakama J, if you understand the meaning of. So, but then, yeah, that's it.
So, how many schools did you now apply to in total?
After IIT Chicago, 3 other schools.
3 other schools. Do you mind to mention?
No, I don't mind. Georgia State,
okay,
West Virginia, and Clarkson.
Okay. So now, so how did you get your funding, your scholarship? Can you share with that? Can you share with us?
For Georgia State, they gave me funding for all the 3 schools.
Okay.
All the 3 I applied, I got full tuition waiver. Yeah, but for Georgia State, the funding was not okay for, stipend and all those things. So that aside. But Clarkson, after I got my admission offer, yeah, I reached out to the professors I stated on my SOP.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not get any offer with the admission letter. So I had to reach out personally to all those professors that I stated on my SOP. Told them I've been given admission, but I want to know if they have any offer for me and all that. So luckily for me, one of those professors reached out later, like 2 weeks after the admission letter came in, and told me, yeah, he's going to test me to see if I'm fit for his job and all that. So yeah, he really stressed me, and that is my current professor now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So he gave me papers, like 3 publications to read, 3 of his publications. Told me to finish all those papers in 3 days, and told me to make a slide of what I understand from that.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, he reached out to me on Wednesday, told me to prepare for a meeting on Friday. So I had to, carry my laptop, go to chemical library. People back then would remember seeing me in chemical, chemical department, trying to like hustle my way around. So that was how the man, we had a meeting. Yeah, I think he was a little impressed. And after that, he gave me some set of data to analyze again with MATLAB and all those, like the week after. So he really tested me. And when I did all those things, he said he's going to take me in. Like, I'm like the best candidate among all the people he interviewed and all that. So, yeah. But for West Virginia, I was already here when the offer came in, and I did not do anything. The professor just reached out to me, like, he saw my profile and he thinks I'm the right kind of student he wants to have with him. And that was all.
Okay. So you also apply for PhD at West Virginia.
Masters in West Virginia, masters.
So that's nice. So thank you for what you've shared. I believe that people have actually gained something nice from what you've actually shared. So what's your advice for people that are trying to come up, the undergraduates, the graduates, and are also trying to probably further their education?
First, take your academics seriously. That's one thing. If you know you want to go out of your country, come to the US, Canada, wherever, abroad you want to go. Make sure you take your academics seriously. All those things will help. Even if you don't graduate with first class, it will still help. As I usually tell some of my, undergrad friends back in Nigeria, your internship, maximize it. My internship really helped me too, because I interned with Nigerian breweries. I took my internship really seriously, learned several practical application things. And that was one of the stuff that really, attracted professors to my profile. They look for three key things in your application. First, your ability to do research. Second, your leadership, extracurricular, and whatever. And the third one, I think that has to do with academics, not research now. I mean your CGPA, your courses back in undergrad, all those things. So yeah, they look for leaderships too, because leadership shows that you can work with a group of people, you can function well in a team. They don't want to bring somebody that has anger issues to their group. Like any small thing, you vex. Any small thing, you will flare up and all those things. They don't want that kind of person. So leadership counts, but above all, your research prowess. So if you're writing your SOP, put things there that shows that you are capable of research. The things you did during your internship, don't just sit down in your internship and be drinking Zobo, be eating donuts. No, it is not for that. If you want to, do something after school, you want to go for graduate programs, do something with your internship, learn good skills. So that's how, you actually make something out of yourself.
Wow. So thank you so much, Mr. Akinyemi Paul from Clarkson University, all the way from United States of America. We really appreciate your time and for sharing your success story with us. So, guys, I believe that you've actually learned a great lesson from, okay, very soon you'll be Dr. Paul Akinyemi. So I believe.
Stop making it sound like this now.
So next time, try to subscribe and see. We are bringing in, I won't mention the name of the next person. So just stay tuned. Till next time. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, pleasure. Bye.